Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader. I've got a message for Leo today, and this is a really big message for a very specific person. With these spiritual readings, there's a theme and a message for everyone, but I know that I'm specifically talking to someone. But before I get ahead of myself, let me tell you how this works. I have asked my guides in spirit to bring a beneficial message through the cards for you this week that will be deeply meaningful as you navigate what's going on. And if you are new to this channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And I strongly invite you to stay connected and subscribe so that you can stay in contact with this high vibration information every single week to help you move forward. And if you're returning, thanks so much for sharing your time and energy with me. I love doing these readings, and I also really value the chance to share this journey with you. So let's go ahead and start the reading. So Leo, I'm getting a very dreamy energy for you this week. There's just a lot of, I want to say, like that softer world of fantasy and imagination going on. So there's both ways with that. Imagination is so important for our creativity so that we can make things happen in our world, but sometimes one can get a little too lost in dreams, right? So let me just go ahead and start the reading for you. So 7 of Cups is the energy that the universe presents you this week. So this is a lot of different energy coming at you. Sometimes 7 of Cups means options, but especially right now, I'm getting a very dreamy kind of feeling with this card, like, maybe this is a good idea, or maybe that's a good idea, or maybe this. And there's just kind of this floating energy. It's not practical, it's not driven, it's not trying to get things going. It's just kind of, it's doing this. It's like gently floating in the water. And you're responding with the Page of Swords, so you're kind of taking this energy up into your head. So, like I'm saying, like kind of a daydream kind of thing. So you're just considering things, or you're just kind of flowing with where your thoughts take you. I'm really getting this feeling of being lost. This is a interesting energy for Leo to be feeling, because usually the energy is more directed or more forward, but for some reason this is just a very inward, soft, gentle kind of, not really in touch with reality kind of energy going on in your mind. Now, let me keep going because we've got some interesting stuff. We've got the Page of Wands going into the 4 of Swords and then ending in the 5 of Cups. Now, when I said this is for a specific person, here's where it really comes through. This card is talking to me differently than it usually does. It's talking about timing. There's a time for daydreaming and there's a time for action. So there's part of you that's like, okay, let's go ahead and get this plan in action. I know which idea I'm feeling excited about. So this Page of Swords was taking one of those daydreamy ideas and kind of turning it over. She's holding a little baby swan. I don't know if you can see that, but she's holding a baby swan, and that represents the idea. So then the Page of Wands gets a hold of this, that part of your psyche that's ready to like move and ready to do things, ready to express itself creatively. And it says, okay, let's put this in motion. What do we have to do? And it wants to start talking to people about it. It wants to start developing the idea. It's really, I love this card for you right now. There's just it's still that soft and gentle energy, but it's more energized. It's in motion. It's going. But then that part of you that's still kind of lost in this daydream that the universe is sending you says, no, let's wait. 4 of Swords. Let's kind of put this idea inside. Let's incubate it a little bit more. So your mind is saying, I'm not ready to put this into action. I'm just going to hold on to this. But this 5 of Cups card comes next to say, this might be an opportunity that you're going to miss if you don't act on this right now. So it's trying to, all these cards here are trying to pull you out of that dream state a little bit and give you more of an emotional understanding of what this all means. It's not about taking action or doing something physical. It's about getting your mental state kind of turned around. uh, they're just showing me this very like dozy lion. It's just kind of like sleepy in the sun a little bit. But this Five of Cups is saying, wake up, because this opportunity is going to pass you by. And there is part of your intuition. I think that's what this Page of Wands is also saying. You've got an instinct, you've got an intuition that, yes, I need to act now. The time is right, I need to do this. But there's another part of you that's like, well, maybe not. Maybe it feels like this idea is half developed or half baked, and you just want to make it perfect. You just want to make it just right. But this Five of Cups, again, is saying now is the time to act. Now is the time to put it in motion. This idea that you're trying to express or let out is fully formed. And for some of you, this is actually a communication with another person. The energy it just came through. So if you've been waiting to talk to someone, if you've been waiting to air a grievance, if you've been waiting to express something that's really important to you, this week, stop waiting. I usually like to give people a choice in these readings to show them a consequence, but the message is so strong that they're saying, stop waiting. This is the time. This is right now. The circumstances are correct right now. So it's funny because sometimes the universe presents things to us that are not necessarily, they don't detract, but they don't benefit. And test is too strong of a word, but test is kind of closer to what I'm trying to say. It makes you think that there's options. It makes you think that there's other things you could be doing or other ways of being or other things you should be focusing on. But really, this test is for your intuition. The universe makes you think, okay, you've got this whole thing laid out for you and you've got to sort through what it is. But this is actually the chance for your intuition to say, nope, I know what it is. Universe, thank you for all those things, but this is my course of action. So in receiving all of this dreamy energy from the universe, do not override your own intuition. You've got to trust your gut feeling of when it is the right time. It's just that there's this, like I said, this watery kind of flowy, fantastical, kind of like, I want to say not in tune with reality. It's almost like checked out kind of thing. It's not a practical energy. It's not not incredibly fiery either, although that's your intuition talking. It's just like a little bit misty and foggy. That's where I'm trying to go. But you notice I'm having even a hard time describing it because that's what's going on in there. It's just kind of like mushy and floaty. So anyway, but this is really an empowering message for you that no matter what the universe is sending your way, it's your intuition that's going to guide you through. But make sure to listen to your intuition and allow the intuition to override the overthinking, the overplanning, not the other way around. Okay? One more thing in the Five of Cups card, I need to look at it real quick. Opposites. Yeah, okay, right. So fire and water here. If you don't take the time to act, if you don't take that time to act, you're going to lose that spark of enthusiasm and you're going to lose that moment of perfect timing. So they were saying opposites to me, meaning fire and water. So water puts out fire, right? So if you wait too long, it's like that spark is going to burn out. You're going to lose motivation. You're going to lose enthusiasm. And your guides don't want you to do that. This is the right time for you to act on this thing. They don't want it just to they don't want your candle to blow out. So if you've got questions on that, please let me know. I always love hearing from you. I really treasure and value your comments as well. And just wanted to let you know that if you're ever looking for a one-on-one reading, I do offer them over Zoom. You can find out more on my website, trueguidancetarot.com. or my email is in the description below, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a good one.